the partnership in ensuring that these goals are implemented, and we are sure that if we have the partnership, the goals will be realized by 2030. So for example, in Uganda now, we are at over 50%, 54%, the progress we've made. So right now, why the acceleration now? It's because we want to push the 7 years that have remained. What can we do as different partners? What is our role? Therefore, we need to ensure that someone in Nakawa market, someone in Bugolobi market gets to understand their role in ensuring that these goals are implemented, but also realized by 2030.
Wow. It's a call of action. It's a call of action only to be part of this journey. And like she puts it, Rachel puts it clearly, we need the collaborations and the partnerships to come through for us to achieve the SDGs by 2030. Now, just moving to Sarah at the extreme end, Namtebi, what is the main objective of the National SDG People's Festival in Uganda, calling upon the entire public to be part of this journey?
Yes, thank you. We have, as government, we have been doing so many things regarding the SDGs. However, most times people are not aware. They keep saying government hasn't done this, government hasn't done this. So we want the local person, the ordinary citizen. We don't want to leave anyone behind. We want to target the one farthest behind and let them know about the SDGs. So we are calling on to the people from the ghettos, the women in the markets, so that it then stop at high level at the boardroom meetings. Now we want everyone. That's why we're involving musicians. So the objective is we want to leave no one behind at the end of the day.
Okay, maybe just move to Dorothy once again. How did the SDG champions identify the barriers to SDG implementation in Uganda so far? Because I mean, you've been on this journey for quite a while.
Yes. And I would actually begin by thanking the Royal Danish Embassy, it's the embassy that convened the champions last year, and we were taken to Denmark, and through a process that helped us to actually identify the gaps in the acceleration of SDGs. The champions are 23 and are coming from different civil society organizations, government entities like Parliament. We have Sarah here from the SDG Secretariat, Rachel from the Ugandan NGO Forum, and several others. We have Accord on board. So in that effort, we were able to come up with the different gaps, and the main, actually the major gap that we identified was localization. We discovered that this agenda, part of the problem why it's not being achieved is because it is being viewed as something that is very foreign and strange to the ordinary people. Yet at the end of the day, it is the ordinary person that has to be impacted by this agenda. They have a role, as Rachel has been saying. So that is one of the most critical, actually, and that is the reason we are here. To call people, all sectors, religious leaders, cultural leaders, the ghetto community. Yesterday we were with them. All categories of people should come on board, because the champions alone cannot do this alone. As Sarah said, government alone can't do this alone, because at the end of the day, it is our journey to walk. At the end of the day, when there is no food in the house, you and the family, you are the ones who suffer from hunger. If there are no teachers in school, everybody will be affected. If girls get pregnant before completing school, there is a problem. There is a general problem for everyone. Yeah? So this is for everyone, and that is why we are here, to call the general public to come on board, to come and participate. One thing that I appreciate about this is we are giving platforms. As you are aware, tomorrow, Thursday, after the walk, the citizens will actually participate in what we call a citizens baraza, Echmeza. People, the common person will be there to discuss and to air out their views to the leaders.
So that is to do with the festival?
Yes, it's
the
part
People's
of the
Festival.
Yes,
the participation and implementation of people's voices.
Yes, we have several activities.
So
and one of
the general public is all welcome?
the general public is welcome, and there is space for everyone. There is space for the youth. On Friday, we'll have a special interaction for just youth. They'll be talking about financial matters, sexual reproductive health. So we have space for everyone. The general public is welcome. The lady on the street selling bananas, selling peanuts, they are all welcome because we have space for them. This is their festival. It is their festival, and our theme actually is we are trying to enhance participation, enjoyment, innovation. We have several people coming to exhibit.
So the activities start tomorrow, Thursday?
Yes, they are starting tomorrow, Thursday, and we are beginning with the walk at Kololo Independence Grounds, and it will be flagged off by the Right Honourable Prime Minister of Uganda, Honourable Robina Nabanja, at 10 o'clock. So we are inviting the general public to come and be part of this special occasion, and we are promising that we won't fail them. Yes.
Maybe just taking, then Fridays, it's a 2-day
It is
activity.
a 2-day event.
Just break it down for the
Yes.
viewer. Rachel, go right ahead.
Okay, so we've organized what we are calling the Kampala People's SDG Festival, and this has been preceded by 4 regional festivals starting in May. We had one in Barara City, Jinja City, Lira City, and Mubende District. So we are having what we are calling Kampala People's SDG Festival for the Kampala people. So it's open, free of entry. It's a 2-day activity. We have a series of activities. This is basically to find fun and also an informal way of doing informal things. So we want to speak about sustainable development goals, but using so many avenues for the ordinary citizen to be able to feel free and participate. So we have 2 days. These 2 days we shall be at KCCA grounds in Lugogo. I think opposite the former game, that is where we are. So we shall have an SDG walk in the morning, flagged off by the Right Honourable Prime Minister of Uganda. We shall have the ambassador for the Danish Embassy. We have the UN resident coordinator. So a number of delegates, the KCCA executive director is with us. So we flagged this off at Kololo, starting 8 a.m. We end at KCCA grounds. Then after that, we have what we are calling a citizens' parliament at 2 p.m. This is going to be fun. We have a lot of entertainment. There are exhibitions from different sectors. Then we have the citizens' parliament is what we are giving an opportunity to citizens to give their views, to speak out on what sustainable development, what they feel is missing, speak about service delivery, and it's an interesting one. So we have the leaders around. So citizens are interfacing their leadership.
So we're going to be having different groups, witness the youth, the disabled, the women,
Yes.
all categories and
all
kinds.
categories of people. So it's a citizens' parliament, so we don't want to break it down, but everyone is a citizen. So come and interface with your leaders. KCCA will be around. We shall have the Right Honourable around and other leadership. Then on the second day, and that day will be concluded by entertainment. We have Palace on ground. He's a champion of SDGs. So he will be around to entertain the citizens. Then on Tuesday, Friday, we have sessions, what we are calling talking tents. So we are speaking about issues that are affecting citizens. And we shall have a session on the manufacturing sector. Honourable Anita will be with us on Friday to speak about the opportunities within the manufacturing sector. Then we have another session on Uganda Women Media Association. We have a session about media and the sustainable development goals. So it's an opportunity for you to be part of that. So then we have another, what we are calling the youth moment. So it's more of an information sharing. We want citizens to tap into the opportunities that are existing to make their lives better. So we have a youth moment. We have banks coming to speak to the youth about available opportunities, sexual reproductive health, a number of issues. Then we shall also have quizzes, engaging games with youth. We have another session on business sector and SDGs, something around that. So it's really an exciting moment. And then we have exhibitions ongoing from various sectors. So it's a 2 days that is full of activities, and yeah, just to call upon everyone, it's free entry. So if you're around Kampala, you can pass by. Its participation is free, access to artists is free. So we have a number of artists that we are unveiling on that 2 days to come and be with us, a number of poems on SDGs. So it's really an exciting event for that 2 days.
For the public. There's no need of you sitting back and saying, calling upon government at Uyambe, please, you need to take part. Yes, that's what I love about my women. They never call upon the government at Uyambe. There is a take part in such initiatives. For those of you who have just joined us, good to have your company as we continue to celebrate the women. And our focus this morning, for this particular segment, we're looking at SDGs and how you can be a part of this project that they're having on board for the entire public. But shortly, I'm also going to be delving into women as they discuss the film industry in Uganda. I'll just move to Namutebi, Sarah Namutebi there, just getting to know how the festival is going to incorporate both the physical, she's been giving us the physical, how both those are going to be on virtual, how are they going to be part of this?
Thank you. Physically, of course, everyone is welcome, but on the virtual, we are going to be on all social media platforms. So you can easily access us. Twitter, we'll be on Facebook, we shall have Zoom links for, of course, the people in offices, and of course, we shall be live on some TVs. Yes. Okay,
something you can't leave out that you'd love to share with the public?
You can't miss this festival. Please come and be there.
Well, Rachel,
yeah, mine is to call upon everyone. Let's come and have fun as we learn about the Sustainable Development Goals.
Dorothy? We need more women. We need more women to be part of the media association.
Yes, yes. And not just women. Actually, the Uganda Media Women's Association is also having a parallel session in this SDG festival. So this is to add on the call. I'm beginning with you, Sandra. Please, you're invited. And to the general public, you can't miss. Maybe, I don't know if you're allowed to send greetings.
Yeah, please. For those, the biggest team, I know there are people at the back who have been in support of this.
Yes. And we can't fail to recognize my big boss in this, Mr. Chris Nkwatsiwe. Miss Ruth, who made this possible, Miss Ruth Namara, she made this possible, and all the champions out there, and then all the civil society organizations that have been moving with us. Please, we are very happy to walk this journey with you, Mr. Hamba Richard, Alvin, Osbert, Red Cross, and all the different partners.
Okay, at least we're having men support, men supporting the women, and we salute you for doing that. Well, I guess it's a wrap. Yeah. We expect the general public to be part of this. That is from tomorrow.
Yes.
I know you're having great expectations because in regards to the previous festivals or organizations, what you've organized. Do you have great expectation when it comes to this?
Yes.
Sarah, you're from the Prime Minister's office.
Yes.
Great expectations. How have the previous ones topped up when it comes to the national development?
We had regional, she mentioned about the regional festivals. The regional festivals contributed to what we called the annual SDG conference. This was in June. And in the annual SDG conference, we got all the ideas from the regions, what people were actually saying. So what people said does not stop there. It went all the way to the conference. And from the conference, we had the high-level political forum in New York. All these issues were taken. So we also have a UN summit in September. And so all the ideas, what people are mentioning in the festivals will reach out there. And they shall be presented by the president.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, before we let you go, here we celebrate women and we want more women in different sectors. Where you are, you're all thriving. Salute to you. Commendable work that you're doing. How can someone be like you? They'll be like, she works. She's a secretariat. She must have done books and books. Waking up and dipping your feet into the bucket, winter, and you have to be where you are. What keeps you going before we let you go?
what keeps me, what determines. I really want to serve my country.
Yeah, because I know when it comes to women, everyone wants a portion of us. So at least let's have those parting words for someone who's watching. You want to serve your nation.
I want to serve my nation. I feel like there's a lot we can do, and I want to contribute to that.
Amazing.
Yes.
Rachel, what keeps you on your toes?
My toes. I really think that me, myself, I can inspire someone. So every day I wake up knowing that I can make a difference. If I do right, if I had my goals set, then I would have someone is behind there is looking at me. So it keeps me going, yeah, every day that I wake up.
Okay, Dorothy, what keeps you
For me,
fueled up?
I will agree that sometimes you need external energy. So I want to say that I am actually a result of so many people who have mentored me.
Role models out there.
Yes, I have role models and mentors who have mentored me. But of course, even if you are mentored and you don't have this inner will in you to move, you won't move. So I want to encourage all the young girls out there, all the women out there, that you can do it on your own. I think we should abandon this idea of waiting for someone to help you. You render yourself helpless. I believe that there is inner power within each one of us. Yes.
Oh, beautiful. Well, we have to let the ladies go, get prepared for the project that is yet to start our and great inspiration coming through. We need the role models, networking, brilliant women, I'm telling you. And for this our first minutes of celebrating the women this particular day. This episode this morning is joined by Rachel Damba, right at the center. Thanks for your time. She's a senior program associate, Uganda National NGO Forum, and at the extreme end, that is Sarah Namtebi, the program associate, SDG Secretariat, Office of the Prime Minister. Thank you for making time. Next to me, Dorothy Nanyonga, Uganda Media Women's Association, SDG champion.
And they're all champions.
They're all champions.
Yes.
Wow, and they're women.
And there are several others, 20 other champions. Greetings to them.
Greetings to them for the
Yes.
great work they're doing. Wish all the best when it comes to the project tomorrow.
Okay.
Thank you for making time.
You're welcome.
Well, for the viewer, please keep watching the National Broadcaster. Shortly, I'm going to be having a Women in Film, and joining me on set, I'm going to be having Tusasira Barbara, director at Tassels Film Uganda, and then also I'll be having Marilyn Elizabeth, hope I have the right pronunciation. She's 3D animator, editor, post-production supervisor, and I'll also be joined by Jacqueline Katusime, actress, costume designer. Keep watching, returning shortly after these messages. My name is Sandra.
And in talking news, MTN has improved on their data voice bundles. You can now call across all networks for the same price.